Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets blog.
Years, Big Fat Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and through doing my homework, I see that Mo Bamba, Thomas Bryant, Mo Bamba of the Lakers, Thomas Bryant of the Denver Nuggets. Both of them, you can see they ain't getting no real minutes. And last night, they gave Tristan Thompson minutes. So I really feel like Mo Bamba, Thomas Bryant. You see Thomas Bryant, a success of the Denver Nuggets. They got him on the bench though. And I seen he could ball with Washington. He even gave the Nets a hard time a few games. So Mo Bamba, Thomas Bryant, and Naz Reid, all of three of them, their contracts are up next. Unrestricted free agent. What exactly is to be exact? Unrestricted free agent. What is that exactly? Let's get the definition to see exactly what's it mean. Okay. For a player to become a restricted free agent, his team must submit a qualifying offer to the player between the day after the last game of the NBA Finals and June 29th. The qualifying offer for one guaranteed deal, which becomes regular contract. Oh, come on. Which if the player decides to sign it. What's an unrestricted free agent? Okay, here we go. The restricted free agents can either accept the deal their original team matches or negotiate a new deal with the potential team. Okay, let me read this. Okay, the difference. What is the difference exactly? Okay. In the NBA restricted free agency, a player can sign an offer sheet with any team that offers him a deal, but the player's original team has the right of a first refusal, which means the parent team can retain the player by matching the new team's offer. Okay, so that's a restricted free agent. Who is that? Unrestricted for Thomas Bryant, unrestricted for Mo Bamba, and unrestricted for Naz Reid. So all of them are unrestricted free agents. Again, let's read into it to see exactly what's going on with it. Let me see. It's unrestricted in NBA. Okay, players who enter unrestricted free agency have the liberty to sign with any team they wish to. They can accept offer sheets from any NBA franchise, and their original team has no right to match that offer. Players enter unrestricted free agency in the NBA after their contract expires and they don't sign an extension or they are waived by the team. Okay. Players decline the final year player options on their current deals to enter unrestricted free agency. Okay. So pretty much unrestricted free agents have the power to, the team that they're on can't match the offer sheet of the new team. So that's my understanding. Yo, what up, Barry? What up, Barry? I'm just looking to see who's good for, we in the off season. So I'm trying to see what's good for us next season. And when it comes down to unrestricted free agents, there's three of them we should take serious, in my opinion: Thomas Bryant, Mo Bamba, and of course Naz Reid. I really feel like Thomas Bryant gonna want to go somewhere else because he's not getting no minutes with Mo Bamba, not getting no minutes with LA, and Naz Reid, he could have definitely been. He to me, he got slighted because Rudy Gobert came there and took his opportunity in minutes, and I don't think Rudy Gobert deserved Naz Reid minutes. I think Naz Reid was unhappy with his career in Minnesota and wants to be more impactful for his basketball team, for his team. So I really think all three of these players move. Hopefully to Brooklyn, but I really don't see Mo Bamba coming back to LA, Thomas Bryant coming back to Denver, or Nas Reed coming back to the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that's where I'm at with it. And I said all that to say, oh, he said I spazzed on the locker room. What you mean? He played your audio after Leonardo. Yeah. He did that though. He again, like I said, I got smoke for him, man, because he said I can't come back to the show, and it's his show. But he said I gotta find footage, man. I ain't got time to be finding that footage. You either got content with before LeBron got to LA, or you don't. But my and there's other shit. This was about 2 weeks ago. He was calling me a Knick fan, and hold on, let me just let you pull up, man. You asking me too many questions. Word. Let me just let you pull up. Shout out to T Sweezy, man. I'd love to hear how you feel about Boston right now. For real. I want to hear all about it. Talk to me. Nah, I don't know if he banned me, but he might have, He might have banned me. He probably don't want me back there. But he keep playing my clip. He might as well let me come back on the, you know what I'm saying? He keep playing the clip. Word. That clip funny as hell too. I'm actually surprised that he plays that clip over and over because I was coming at him. He said, "Why he spazzed in the locker room like that?" That's funny. I don't think I spazzed on it. He's just talking spicy about being a fan and I should not do Brooklyn Nets vlogs. He got me. That was it. He crossed the line when he said that. I said, "Oh, nah, I gotta address the matter at hand." Oh, shit, I just tried to add you, T Sweezy. I don't know what happened. All right. But yeah, man. That's all that happened. But he don't want no smoke, man. I don't really think he want no smoke. He really don't. Cause if we go back and forth, I'm gonna just be asking him. I ain't gotta diss him and talk all this extra shit. We gonna talk. Yo.
Yo. Can you hear me, Reese?
What's good? Yeah, what's good,
Can you
T
hear me?
Sweezy?
The
Yeah,
show
I
is
can hear you.
good. Shit, nothing at work. I just seen your video, so I just tapped it or whatever. I didn't think it was gonna drop the link for me because you haven't been letting me pulling up.
Yeah, how about that you pull up? You was try to troll us. If that's phase. We was
I've been
going
trying
through something
to.
right. We was going through
I've been
something
trying
right
to.
after the sweep. We
You said
wasn't trying
what?
to hit.
No. I haven't trolled you since the sweep. That's the only time I trolled you. But I wouldn't spam your comments though. You feel me?
Yeah. But nah.
I
Let
came
me.
in.
Leaf. What up, Leaf? Yo,
Brooklyn
but
fan band, Brooklyn fan band. What's good with it? What's good with it, T?
Is that Lee
hold
from
on.
the player choice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me.
For sure, I came and see your
Um,
picture. I was hollering at you yesterday on no, not yesterday. It was 2 days ago on
I
Showtime
think
channel.
I seen it.
I
I
was the
seen it. My
Celtic
bad.
fan. I was the
I
Celtic fan that you was talking to, bro. Salute to you.
appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro. I seen the link that you dropped too. I meant to get to that. My bad.
Yeah, I could resend it to you.
Yeah. Do that. Cause I'm
For
at work
sure.
right now. I just got a few minutes. But hey,
Go
Breeze,
ahead.
bro.
Get your shit
Listen,
off, Leaf. Talk to me.
Brooklyn fan band, man. You already know, man. Shit. Hey, I know. I know. We always spit the game, bro. But listen, I think when it comes to Brooklyn, let's talk, bro. We got to keep it in here. We got to keep it amongst family. You know what I'm saying? Because it's me, you, it's Jay, it's all of us, bro. It's all of us against everybody else. Ain't nobody else expecting us to do nothing. Ain't nobody
Right.
expecting us to be irrelevant. So we got to keep that in here. We got to keep that amongst family. Anywhere else, bro, we
Nobody
gonna
ain't
talk
trying to
about.
hear no let's talk,
Yeah.
man. Yo,
I
man.
mean, it's not just because the thing is, what happens is, I'm in there all the time. I got to get all the punches, bro. Like you in there here and there. You might come and chill Town show. You might come in, but I'm everywhere. I got to take the lumps. Everybody know
Yo, but
everybody know I'm from Brooklyn. Everybody know I support the Nets. I got
yeah,
stock in the Nets just off of default. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is
yeah.
like, yo, we got to take care of family business, bro. Like in here and here only. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
gonna be,
if it's
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is to answer T Sweezy too. So what happened with the locker room, and this is to what Leaf just said, bro.
There we go.
I go everywhere kicking up dust, right? So I went to
Yeah.
the locker room kicking up dust, and if you ask me, I want to debate. You know, in a nutshell, I feel like coaching is worth more than 15%. He feels like coaching is 15%, but he got over 15 videos saying fire Darvin Ham. I want the
Yeah.
smoke. We call it
I
the
totally,
smoke.
I totally
wait, who
disagree
that?
with
Wait,
Breezy.
who you talking about? Who you talking about?
I'm
Reggie
talking
from
about the
locker room.
locker room. You know what I mean?
He a
So case
LeBron
he
fan,
told me
but
he said I shouldn't do Nets vlogs because we not the team of the city. I should be a Knicks fan vlogger, and I just got my blood boiled. So I feel like,
Yeah, I'm sitting up now.
Oh,
Hold on,
yeah.
yeah, I'm listening. I'm sitting.
yeah. So
Breezy, what
since he
he
did
say?
that, you know
He
what I'm
said you're not a Nets fan.
No. He didn't say I wasn't a Nets fan. He's saying that for the Brooklyn Nets, KD left, so wrap it up. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. So my point to him was, again, he don't be letting me get my shit off. He'll have you on a show for 2 minutes and be hitting all these buttons, and before you know it, you out of there. So what I'm saying
I
is,
get what you're
if he
saying.
really wants smoke, I'll come back to the show, do what I do, and again, like I said, I want to talk basketball. You know, I'm not even really coming up there to cook them, but you know, when we in a debate, it's like a parent, like an advisory, fan advisory. You can get cooked by Breezy in this debate, so I don't know if that's what he want to do, but it's whatever. But
I
I
mean,
only
well,
said
yeah,
that because I go everywhere kicking up dust about the Brooklyn Nets, bro.
Yeah. I understand that, Breeze.
I ain't
But
gonna lie,
here's
Breezy.
the thing. But here's the thing, bro. Like when you do that, then I'm taking the lumps, man, because I'm going everywhere too. But we always talking about the topic at hand, bro. Like, bro, what happens is you'll spit up some dust, bro, and then when you leave, then I'm there getting my ass whipped, bro. Like, come on, so like I'm yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is like, yo, we got to take care of family business in here and in here only. You know what I'm saying? So
But what happened?
Hey,
Hold
yo,
up, Leonardo.
Breezy. Hey, my
Yo,
boom.
hold
Hey,
Leonardo.
my boom is magic, bro.
on,
Hey,
Leonardo.
Breezy. Hey,
Hey,
Leonardo.
my boom
Leonardo,
is.
bro, you a cat,
Hey,
bro.
Yo, hold on. Take it easy, man. I just
hold
wanted to hear
on.
what you would say.
Yeah.
What
Glad
happened?
you
So
did so,
when I
Breezy.
left,
Glad you did that.
Big Ox show, they was talking spicy to you about the Nets.
No, not. Well, not after on that specific show, but you know, I go on I go on other shows too, bro. So like, I would
Yeah.
like say, all right, put it this way, like, say if me and you was on Chill show, and then later on I go on Bobby show, and then later on I go on
Yeah.
somebody else show, and then so on, because I show everybody some love every now and again. Everybody get on it, and then yesterday we all know the Lakers got swept. Hey, bro, you shouldn't be talking, bro. Then your Nets get swept. I'm like, yo, our best player was Mikal Bridges. Y'all best player was LeBron and AD. Come on, bro. Like, make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then y'all
exactly.
get swept. Then y'all get swept with KD, bro. Like, this is what I'm going. You feel me? So this is what I'm
Yeah,
going
but
through. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Lee.
Yeah,
Lee,
that's
y'all don't
light
have a
work,
single
though. I would
All-Star on your
definitely
roster.
kick
Them
the
niggas,
dust.
they have 3 All-Stars on their roster.
Exactly.
Team
That's what I'm
Sweezy.
saying.
Hey, Team Sweezy, you don't talk. Hey, Team Sweezy, you don't talk shit either, because your boy's about to get swept tonight. So you shouldn't be talking.
Leonardo.
How you got
Leonardo,
magnificent blogs?
Leonardo, why you getting
I don't
off
want to hear
topic?
shit from you,
talking
sucker.
about something else.
I don't want to hear nothing from you, sucker. You're about to get swept.
Leonardo,
You talk all that
Leonardo,
shit in the season.
if
Oh,
you
we
want to
going
debate
finals.
me,
Yeah, we going finals.
you can
What are you doing
tap
now?
the link later. I'll be doing a post game tonight, but we gotta get back to the topic.
Yeah. Hey, you doing a post game with a boom in your hand, I hope. That's what you doing a post game on. Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown getting the same medicine. I told you Jalen Brown was overrated. I told you that. I told you Jalen Brown was overrated. Tatum is the only one that showed up the whole series. If Jalen Brown leaves the Boston Celtics are going to be way better than when Jalen Brown is there. He's overrated.
I
I told you
will.
he just
Leo,
he
How
just
you
Leo,
like
over
Leo, Leo,
Leo
LeBron.
be
hold
the
on.
second best
Hold
shooting
on,
guard
Leo.
in the
Hold on,
league?
Leo.
You
Leo,
only
Go
had
ahead.
one bad
Hold on.
playoff
I would like
series.
to
Yeah, I
rebuttal that.
got you.
That don't
Hold
dictate
up,
on how
TT. I
good
like
or
to
great he
rebuttal
is.
that real quick.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I
Go
like
ahead.
What are you
Z,
talking
go ahead.
about?
Talk your shit. Go
I
ahead.
like to rebuttal that real quick. First off, Leo, congratulations, bro, on your team, bro. Like you called it. You said y'all was going to the finals weeks ago, bro.
You
You
did.
definitely called that. You shot your shot. You made it. Listen.
Yeah.
Hey, no, ain't no shots being thrown here. However, I would like to speak more on the JT JB situation. I think obviously the Ime Udoka situation was kind of left a cloud
Right.
on what's
Yeah,
foreshadowing today. Um,
Yeah.
I think in a perfect world, I would like to see JB with like a more downhill point guard as well as JT. But I think they
right.
both have a lot of growing up to do as players, and
Exactly.
as not as players, but as listeners and as leaders and as aficionados, bro. In terms of
Right.
offense initiators, bro, I think they have a lot to learn. But in terms of their talent level, they're there. But as of right now, bro, like, listen, I stand on what I said. I've been saying a lot. The thing I've been saying the most is that the Boston Celtics got two Scottie Pippens. A lot of people like to take it out of context in
Scottie
terms of
Pippen.
like their skill set, but I'm not talking about their skill set. I'm not just talking about them being number twos in terms of
Yeah.
stats, in terms of numbers. I'm talking
They
about their mentality. I'm talking about them holding other guys accountable. Them holding themselves accountable, hey, picking up matchups. Yo, I got the defense tonight. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
JT and
okay.
JB, they definitely need to part ways. I
Uh-huh.
think it's been long enough. I think I would like to see them both in like in the portions of their careers where they would go. I think JT is a lot closer to PG than anybody else. I think JB, I don't know who
It's
he's
Kawhi
closer.
Leonard.
I wouldn't say that. I think JT
Nah,
is. I think JT
JT
in,
is a
in terms
younger
of his
Paul
in
George.
terms of his overall setting and his overall makeup in terms as a player and as an offense initiator and as far as he's gonna go, I think JT is a lot closer to PG than anybody else. I
He's
think
way better than
JB.
PG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, you can
Hold
say
on. I
that.
wanted. I wanted to add. I
Bro,
wanted
we
to
have
add.
two franchise players. How many teams
Hold
you
on.
know
Hold on.
that be like, hey,
Let
I
me
built
add
my
to that,
team
T
around that
Sweezy.
dude?
T Sweezy. I just
Well,
wanted to
here's
say.
the thing. Hold on, Breeze. Here's the thing about that. You
Right.
saying they got franchise players. They franchise players by chance. Remember, y'all had Kyrie. The Kyrie experiment that blew up. And then y'all tried to substitute that with the Kemba experiment that blew up. And then y'all tried to substitute that with who else y'all had after that? I think you're
Terry
Kyrie,
Rozier. They had once they
barely
once they
played.
got rid of IT.
Kyrie
Yeah,
barely
It was
played.
I
We
understand
took
that. I
LeBron
understand.
James to Game 7, and we were
Right.
injured. We missed
Y'all
3
did. Y'all
starters.
did. Yeah, yes,
Tatum
y'all
was a
did.
rookie. Brown was a second-year player. You get what I'm saying? So
But
Tatum showed up. Everybody else
here's
didn't.
TT, here's my thing. It's never been about the numbers. It's never been about who showed up and who didn't. Like, it's all about the thing is, if y'all go back to 2018, y'all realistically had the same type of cash. Y'all had Smart, y'all had Horford. Y'all got some of the best years ever out of Horford that anybody could get out of a 30-year-old. Y'all
Yeah,
got some of the
Oklahoma
best
City
years
Thunder,
out of
when they
him.
shut him down, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah,
He
y'all
washed
had
out, got
Horford.
better.
Remember, y'all had JB a year before Tatum got there when y'all had IT. Remember that? Y'all was in the finals?
Yeah, his teeth got knocked out and his sister died and shit. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
he played with a fucking he played through a hip injury.
A hip injury,
Yeah, I
right.
remember that.
So my thing
And
is
then he
like,
re-injured it and then it fucked him up. And
yeah.
then
So
they
my
did him
thing
dirty.
is like, so here's my thing about Boston, about y'all as a team. Y'all been knocking on the door for so long, bro, and then for y'all to have one final, if we go back and look at this like years from now, and for y'all to have one finals appearance after all the conference finals that y'all been knocking on the door at, everybody's gonna look at this as to be like, yo, what the hell happened to this team? And
Yeah,
we're
Yeah,
that's
not
a
but
gonna look
failure.
at, and we're
That
not
is
you
a
gonna
know
look at
failure.
the numbers. And the thing
right.
How
is, we're
many
not gonna
teams
look
you
at the
know did
numbers.
what our guys did though?
But what you did, what did you do? You went to one finals and you almost got swept, and you're about to get swept again tonight. What have you done in the last? What have you done since
Yeah.
2008?
Jason
You're
Tatum
Yeah.
did
just
more than Jimmy Butler ever did, bro. So don't play
hey.
with me.
When I gonna tell you like this, we done more than what
Jimmy
you did
Butler
in the
played with
last
more
4
Hall of
years.
Famers. He played with prime D Rose, prime Joakim Noah, prime Luol Deng. He played with Kurt Heinrich. He played with fucking prime JJ Redick, prime
What?
Joel Embiid,
Hey,
prime
stop
Ben
it.
Simmons,
Stop it. Wait.
prime Tobias
Wait.
Harris.
Okay. Hey, stop it. Hey,
Carl Anthony Towns. He was an All
hey.
NBA performer that year.
Let me
And
see.
he played with
Let me see if
Wiggins.
you're gonna have the
Wiggins
same
averaged
energy tonight.
25 and 8 that year.
Let me
And
see if you're
not
gonna
only
have the
that,
same energy tonight.
Well, here, T.
Hold
The
on,
thing
This
with
hold on.
dude
that is
crying, bro.
the thing.
This dude
Let me
crying.
say
T.
You
Hold on,
big
hold
man,
on.
T.
Hold
Squeezy.
on, Breezy.
bro,
The
he
T. The
had
Hold
T.
on,
The
hold on. Let
thing
me
with
say this.
that.
I don't
Dude
want
been in the
to
league for
forget. Let me
13
say this.
years.
I don't want to
When
forget.
did he
What I'm
surpass
saying
Tatum?
is,
I'm confused.
look, Pete.
When
What
did
I'm
he
saying is,
surpass him?
listen.
I'm
I'm
tired
not
of
even.
Tatum slander. And
Listen,
Eric
listen.
Spoelstra is a good coach.
Right.
We
So
don't
this
have
is what
that.
I'm getting at. Right. This is what I'm
Okay,
trying to
that's
get at.
your fault. That's your fault for changing your coach.
No,
That's
let
not
me.
my fault.
Listen,
That's your fault.
listen, y'all.
Coaching
Listen, y'all
matters.
right, bro. Hold on, y'all problem, in my opinion, right? Y'all problem that Celtics is being in between the crossroads of what y'all gonna do with y'all coach because Ime, you could tell, like for instance, when Ime was coaching versus the Nets, he was saying exactly what he going to do to KD to neutralize him, and they was doing it. So
Right.
when I'm saying is the X's and O's when it come down to it, in these last two teams, these last four teams to two teams, you see how the coach strategy, not necessarily the talent, but the
Right.
strategy of the coach to do play a certain way and attack a certain way and to defend a certain way. So again, like
Right.
a Tatum,
Yeah.
to get to your point, Tatum, he's great, but because they put him at the perimeter, when it's time to do it, it's cookies. You know,
Right.
I mean, he'll have
And
a great
and,
first three
and
quarters, and then that fourth quarter, he go cold. It's not that he go cold. The Miami Heat make it go cold for them. You feel what I mean? So
exactly. And to harp more on that, not to cut you off, Breeze, but to harp more on that, I think they doing the same thing that Golden State did, where they forcing him to make plays and initiate offense on the left side on his weak hand. You know what I'm saying? So the
They
thing is,
did
and they
steal a
do the
page on
same.
the Golden State book. You is right, Lee.
Right. Absolutely. And I think the thing is
They
like
trapping him though.
yeah, they are. But the thing is, they kind of being like the physical. They kind of being leading him to more physicality, the same way y'all was doing to us last year when y'all did that to KD and knocking him off the elbow rim shots that he liked to do. You know what I'm saying? So that was more of a key. But to add on to that, you talked about the y'all not having a coach. Really, Ime Udoka screwed y'all over, and the only situation I can compare to that is when Jerry Colangelo had that team with Ben Simmons and all them shooters. And then he screwed, and then he messed around and got us some situation similar where he threw his wife under the bus or something like that. That's the only thing I can compare. But Ime really screwed himself and really screwed over y'all future because I go back to the game last year that y'all had when RJ Barrett hit that buzzer beater. Ever since that game, y'all started to follow the lead. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what y'all really needed, a leader. Ime was y'all calm down guy. He was the guy to get y'all to calm down. You know,
right,
realize what you're doing, remain
yeah,
focused, get back to the
yeah.
focus. And they tried to put all of that pressure on Jason Tatum to be the leader and lead guys and hold guys accountable, and that's not him. That's not JB. Those guys, bro, are good players. And they talent wise, they could be number ones. They could be the go-to players. But in terms of the mindset, in terms of the leadership, in terms of all the intangibles that you can't measure, they can't be there. And I'll give you a perfect example. The other night in game 3, Jimmy had 16, 8, and 8. But Gabe Vincent led the game in scoring. Why? Because Jimmy is allowing those guys to, yo, you got this tonight. Yo, I'm gonna
Right.
handle this
Let
side of
me
the
add
ball.
to that.
I'm
Let me add to
gonna
that.
handle this side of the ball, and you
Yeah.
go do this.
Yeah, so let me add to that. And him being a two-way player, like the other game, nobody just skipped past. He had 6 steals. Like, I mean, in a
Right.
playoff game, he got 6 steals.
And you got
So
6
what?
steals in the playoff game.
Right. So what I'm saying is, again, when you just look at it from one side of the ball, you could say, oh, these players, quote unquote superstars, they better than him. But again, do they play the other side of the ball as well as Jimmy? I think Jimmy
And
might
then
be the best two-way player right now. So everybody's saying who's the better player, and you're gonna hear Jokic. And Jimmy Butler is there because of his defense, even though, I mean, do we acknowledge Jokic got good defense? Or, well, I don't know. I didn't see enough of their
I think.
basketball.
Jokic been
Here's the thing. I'm
throwing
gonna
the
make one
body
more
on him.
point. I'm gonna
Been
make one more
physical.
point before I go, bro. I think Jokic's defense is not bad as everybody make it out to be, but the problem is
Right.
offensively, he's a jack of all trades. He
Okay.
can't. the thing is, he don't have to kill you
because he's a smart
like with
player.
his
Cerebral.
scoring. You know, he could kill you with passing, off ball movement, setting screens, being the bigger body. He could play however you want him to play. If you want to play finesse, we could play finesse. If you want to be physical, oh, he could do that. Oh, he want to play off the ball, we could do that. Or if you want to play perimeter, he could do that. You see him hitting step back, one-legged threes over AD. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we talking about? So the
But
thing
hey,
about
but
Jokic,
really, AD been overrated. I already said that AD was overrated. You know why? Because AD ain't do nothing in New Orleans. Where AD
right,
was in
right,
New
right,
Orleans, he
right,
had
right. But
Chris Paul.
Leo,
Hey, hey,
hold
hey,
on.
hey, hey.
But to
He
get
was
back,
getting
but to
bounced out
get
in the
back to the
first
thing,
round. He got out the first round one time, and he dropped like what 50 against the Warriors. Because the Warriors
something
was like,
like that. Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
gonna
But
let everybody else beat us, and then we just gonna let him do his
right.
thing, and then it worked.
Right. But T, I'm gonna make one more point, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. But in the
Yeah.
case of Miami, I think the culture and everything that's working for them is starting to click, man. Like the thing is, realistically, it's y'all shooting, Aaliyah. Like y'all shooting has been lights out, bro. Like y'all got Strus, Gabe Vincent. Y'all researched Duncan
Caleb
Robinson. Duncan Robinson, who we didn't even think who was gonna play for y'all again. He out there shooting 44%,
I mean,
bro. Like
hey,
He won
I'm
it
not gonna
already.
tell the league. Hey,
Duncan Robinson and Caleb Martin stole game too. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
let's talk
you gotta
business.
think about it though. I always said this. I told Breezy this from the beginning. I told Breezy that when we went to the finals in 2020, and when we played last year, the reason why we won game 2 and game 3 against the Celtics was because of Duncan. Tyler Hero was never supposed to be a starter. Tyler Hero should
right.
have always been off the bench.
Right,
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. But
I mean, because of Matt Strus messed
Leo
everything up. Leo,
and Leo to
Matt
touch
Strus
on
took his
more of
minute.
that, bro. It was at a point in time a couple of years ago when Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero was going off. We was kind of looking at them as the next version of Clay and Steph, the way they were shooting. Bro, like
Yeah, true.
And the Bucks
let's keep it real. Let's keep it
overhyping them.
Yeah.
real, bro. Like so I'm not gonna do that. And one more point I want to make, bro. In the case of Boston, this is gonna be a really interesting offseason coming up, man. If they finish tonight, because now you got questions of what could have happened had Ime never gotten that situation, and what JB Smart is Horford on his last legs. Robert Williams, can he stay healthy? This, that, the third. It's going to be so many questions and
Yeah.
question marks to answer on that side of things, bro. But if I had to say, and I'm going to make this my last thing, I think JT and JB need to part ways because they just don't complement each other like everybody thought they could have. That's my thing, man. Hey, Breezy, T, bro, I just subscribed to your joint. Leo, congratulations on Breeze, bro.
Okay,
Yo,
sure.
in the future, bro, can we handle business in here only, please?
We will. All right. I'll make sure I do
Leo,
more streams.
Leo, tap the link, man. I want you to pull up in the post game.
Yeah, definitely,
Oh, I will.
bro.
Leo.
I got
Yeah,
everybody.
I got you.
I got to get back to
All
work.
right, leave. All right, leave.
Hey,
Yo,
Lee,
have
hit
a
that
good one
subscribe
later,
button.
leave. Word. Yo, but
Leo,
yeah,
tap the
man.
link.
Listen, man. When Andre B, man, the link is in the chat, man. You ain't saying nothing slick for one. Two, when it come down to it, I want to ask you, T Sweets, you count y'all out, or is it sweep, or what's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can
hear
hear
me?
you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, what
Because
we
I
playing
think
now?
I think
Miami
it's a
again?
sweep. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I think y'all, no
I
cap. I
mean,
think y'all gonna get swept.
I honestly think, well, if it's a sweep, then Missoula should surely fire. But I honestly think that I don't know because they give him that 4-year extension, so I don't know how it works. They might give him another year or whatever, but it possibly can go 5. But even if it goes 5, Missoula still can get fired though, or whatever. But if it goes 6, then Missoula, I don't think he's gonna get fired though. But the only way Missoula get fired unless they fire Brad Stevens and him, because I don't even know why they even offered Brad Stevens the GM job, because
I
Brad
don't
Stevens
know.
was the one that hired him. But Breezy, what I was gonna say, oh yeah, my team, they quit on Missoula, so they do down the towel. My team, Boston is clearly the more talented team, Breezy, but Miami is like, it's more
I don't know.
competitive and they wanted it more. You get what I'm saying? And they
I don't want to
execute
say.
and they have the
Listen,
system. We
man.
run too much ISO ball and shoot threes. Like Eric
Nah,
Spoelstra literally
man.
said, they're not running no plays. All they doing is shoot. All they doing is shooting threes. And we running off the 3-point line, you feel me? But then they all like they all like you feel me? Like they're running that weird ass zone at the top of the 3-point line, and they know that's that's JT in those spots. You feel me?
I
And
don't know,
then
man.
who?
I don't know,
If I
man.
know that if I knew that JB was gonna have his worst series as the Celtics, I don't remember JB playing his bad because normally JB be the most consistent one. If
I'm
JT
not
fuck
going.
up, JB come through.
I
If JB have
thought
an off night, JT come through. You know what I'm saying?
I
And then
seen
Al Horford,
I seen JB. It was a play. They was all on the scrambling for the ball, and they fell on his arm. And after that, I thought he didn't play well. You know, I think that was after
I
like
didn't
game
see
2.
that.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
game 2. Okay, I might have walked out.
what happened in the game. But case in point is after that, I knew Tatum was going to carry the offense, and I think he did. He had a big night. I think he scored like 32 or something like that the next game. But he had like
I don't like
29 in the quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Breezy.
So
I don't like how they keep dragging him, man. It's not his fault. I understand he didn't have a field goal in
can I
game
keep
2
it
or
real with
whatever.
you, bro? I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think y'all get swept. I think Joe Mazzulla is unsure, unsettled if he gonna stay, and I also think that I think besides that Jaylen Brown gonna get traded. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Jaylen Brown gonna get traded. They don't really want to play. This was the year, y'all got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum 2016 and 2017. We all know those are Nets picks. And I just wanted to see how successful y'all was going to be with those third round picks. I think this might be the end of the road for these Tatum as a duo, you know what I mean, together. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Can you hear me, Breezy? You had cut out.
Yeah, I'm right here.
No, I was saying, well,
Hey,
JB
Sweetie,
tapped
I
on
hate the
Kyrie
look.
Irving. JB the only one that spoke up for Kyrie Irving. You feel me? But I'm just saying, like JB, like if that was the case, because people keep twisting the story up. If JB wanted to leave, he could have been traded. You feel me? Like JB still show up to work. He still be leading the stretches. He be in the gym early. You get what I'm saying? He communicate with the team and all that shit. JB could have just sat out and pulled an Anthony Davis and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna play until y'all trade me. You feel me? And then that's when the GM Brad would be like, okay, we're gonna trade him. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me you don't think the Brooklyn Nets would have loved to have JB and build a team around him? And, you know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
hold on.
JB is clearly better than Mikal.
Hold on. You're not gonna get away from this work. For one, JB not gonna come here because Kyrie, he's seen that situation and he backed Kyrie. He's not coming here. Second off, respectfully, the season is still in for you guys. I asked you if you think y'all gonna win tonight. You said a whole bunch of other stuff. Now, that being said, y'all gonna get that ass whooped. Miami gonna take care of business and y'all gonna go back. Listen, hold on. And then again, like I said, y'all got those draft picks, and I think the success that y'all had would have continued with Ime Udoka. Y'all not having him as a coach, I don't think, because of the years that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown been together. They've been together for 6-7 seasons. Joe Mazzulla been there for 1 year. They do not want to take time to.
Mazzulla been there for 20. Mazzulla been there since 2016.
Hold on. They don't.
Mazzulla been there since 2016. He was at the finals and he was on Brad Stevens' coaching staff. Brad kept him on board. He came from the G League.
Look,
the highest level he ever coached was D2, Breezy. That's a goddamn shame.
All right, whatever, man. Like you said, man, that's your team, man. I'm thinking about the Brooklyn Nets and how we gonna win, how we gonna succeed. So you know what I mean? You been saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? I asked you if y'all was gonna win, and you said a whole lot of other stuff. Shout out to Leonardo. He called up. He said that Miami going to the finals.
Breezy, I didn't get to finish answering your question though, Breezy.
Hey,
let me answer your question though.
I got something to say.
Nah, you good, man. Leonardo got. I want to hear what Leonardo goes. Leonardo, I just want to ask you.
Breezy, this is the last thing. I promise it's gonna be quick, Breezy.
Hey, Breezy, look. Okay.
Breezy.
Yo, now you gotta get Leonardo.
KD Kyrie wanted out. It was about that. It had nothing to do with the trade deadline. Because they've been talking about this shit since January.
Bro, now listen.
This is what I'm saying. Hey, T-Sweezy, this is what I'm
saying. He didn't say it was during the trade deadline.
Yo, let
the trade
Leonardo
deadline was what, March?
Yo, I'm sorry, man. We had that salty salty Celtic fan talking, trying to talk over you.
Hey,
You know, you Miami Heat fan that you know your team is doing well, and I don't want him to put no salt in what you're trying to do, Leonardo. You got the
yeah,
floor.
but this
You got.
but this is what
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying, bro. Like, to be honest, Breezy, you know how I feel, right? You know what I'm saying? The only time I really bash people's team is when you talk about my team. I'm glad the Lakers got swept. You know what I'm saying? This is what season you need to understand. I got the Lakers are out. I don't care. I don't care who win the finals now. The Lakers are out. Once the Lakers are done, I don't really care who win the finals. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. Jason Tatum
What
and
you
Jalen Brown, right? These
Okay.
two guys have been playing together for 6 years. People talk about, yeah, KD and Kyrie played together 4 years. But why Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum not getting the same thing? They have not accomplished nothing. You know what I mean? You have been to one NBA finals. You got swept by Golden State. You almost been to the finals for like the last couple years. You've been to the Eastern Conference Finals the last couple years. You have not accomplished anything. So what I'm saying
Right.
is that Jason Tatum, you are both
But
in.
I would say that is
Brogdon.
an accomplishment. That is an accomplishment.
First of all,
for
what
them
have
to
y'all
get
won?
wins. Like, and that's another
Okay,
conversation. What's
let me
considered?
tell you something. We won a championship in
y'all won?
2013. Your last
Yeah.
finals was in
Y'all-
2008,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Let
You about to
me
give him
ask
that
you a
work. Go
question.
ahead. I'm gonna let it happen.
And then my thing is, you won a championship in 2008. We won one in 2013. Our championship is more recent.
And how many?
Our
and how
championship
many
was not a
banners?
bubble
And how many
championship.
banners y'all
You
got?
know?
And how many banners y'all
Say
got? Okay.
say again? Say again?
And how many banners y'all got?
Okay, we got
Yo,
3. But you
Yeah,
think about it.
you talking
Most
like y'all
of
got a
your
lot.
banners,
Y'all not the
most of your
Warriors. Y'all
banners
not the
was won
Spurs.
in
So why you talking?
1950 something.
Y'all
Do
not the
you know?
Pistons. Why y'all talking?
Hey,
yo,
but
hold on,
listen to what I'm saying.
hold
But
on,
most of your banners
hold on.
was won in
Please, you gotta
1940.
relax.
Most of your
Man.
banners was won in
You gotta
1940
chill,
something.
man. Nah, Leonardo, you got it, man. I don't want him to rile you up. You know what I mean? You
No,
relax.
he's
Relax.
good. No, hey,
No,
Breezy,
he's out.
let him
He's out of
talk.
line.
He's
That's Celtic
talking.
fan is out of line. Talking
He's
spicy to a Miami Heat fan
talking.
like that, man.
He got
Let him
saw
do
like the
that.
Lakers got saw last night. He got saw like
So,
the Lakers got
all right,
like the
so
Lakers got
just
last
real
night.
quick,
So I'm not even one but that clown, bro.
now, Leonardo,
I,
before because I gotta get to some smoke. Andre, he asking for smoke. So before we get to that, I just want to hear you explain what you think happens tonight. How you think what tonight's game plays out?
okay, well, I gonna tell you right now. This is what I feel. I mean, in the NBA, anything could go anyway. I got Miami winning the series regardless, Breezy. So it don't matter when we win the series. I know we're going to the finals. But I think
Okay.
we are going to sweep tonight. That's what I think. But you never know how the NBA works. So we got to see. But I think we sweep tonight. I think the game probably might go into overtime because I don't think Boston is going to go like this in 4 quarters. But, you know, Jimmy got other things in mind. You know what I'm saying? So I think we're going to probably win in 4 quarters, win by 10. That's what I feel. But you never know how the NBA could go. So, but what I'm saying is, when it comes down to it, it don't matter what the series is. I'm saying we're going to the finals regardless. What I'm saying is the Celtics is not strong enough. I don't think Marco Brogdon should have been 6th man of the year. I think the 6th man of the year should have been Bobby Portis, because what Bobby Portis has done for the Milwaukee Bucks is more spectacular than what Marco Brogdon did for the Celtics. Because to be honest, even though Marco Brogdon came to the Celtics was already good anyway. So I feel like the 6th man got lost from Bobby Portis, and I think either Bobby Portis should have got the 6th man, or I think he should have been given to anybody else except for Marco Brogdon.
Okay, so all right, so you got it. Y'all win it tonight. You don't care if y'all win tonight's game. But y'all feel y'all win the series. I got you. All right.
Yes, I go as far as winning the series. If we sweep tonight, it's more pot. But am I prepared for the sweep tonight? Yes. I got my boom. I got my Henny on deck. I got my Miami brand new gear just for tonight. So I'm prepared for the sweep tonight. But if it don't happen, as long as we win the series, I don't care. But to answer everything, I really don't care right now who win the finals. I got the Lakers are out. So I don't understand. I don't understand why people be tripping as to
I know,
whoever wins.
I got you. Leonardo, I got you. Leonardo, I got you. I just want to get to the smoke, man, because I don't like
Go ahead. Go
fans.
for it,
I
bro.
don't like fans calling me out like it can't happen, man. So we about to get to it. But shout to you, Leonardo. You definitely cooked T Squeezy.
The Lakers are
That
done,
was
man.
work right
The Lakers are done, so we all should be happy. There's no reason for nobody to be mad and aggravated. The Lakers are gone. That's what everybody wanted. You got your wish.
All right. Yeah. Nah, listen. I wanted the Brooklyn Nets to be in the finals, but that's a whole different story. Now, let me get to this smoke with Andre B. And you want to jump in the chat or you want to stay right there? You can stay right there, but just let me.
I can stay right here, but if you want me to jump in the chat, I'll go in the chat. That's cool.
Nah, that's on you. That's on you.
Yeah. No, I'll go in the chat. That's fine.
All right. Later. Yo, Leonardo, thanks for stopping by, man. It's always fun, man.
I'll be back here. Yeah,
okay.
Hey, Breezy, I can be in the chat, and if people decide to leave, then I just jump back in if you stay longer.
All right, cool, man.
Okay, cool. I got you. Love, boy. All right. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, you thought Leonardo was gonna save you. Oh, nah, we're gonna get to it. What's up, partner?
What's
you
up?
was calling me out. You was saying you was gonna cook me. I mean, where's that? Hold on, where's that comment? Where is that? There you go. So what's up?
Yeah, there's got to be a continuation from what happened on Sunday, because you made it look like you was cooking me using somebody else's team. Now I want to smoke your team against my team. Let's go.
Okay, so fine. Well, again, for continuation from Sunday, what I was saying is, as far as the process is concerned, they missed on Mikal Bridges at 10. Instead of stressing Ben Simmons to focus on being a better offensive player, if they would have drafted Mikal Bridges would have became that offensive player that they needed, hence the 28 games he played with the Brooklyn Nets. Now, that being said, that switched up y'all process. Y'all chose Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. You see where Jimmy Butler at? You see where Miami Heat at. Don't call me out like you ready for smoke. Like, what's up? What you want to say?
Okay, so first of all, the process is literally, the meaning of the process is building your team through the draft, which is something that the Brooklyn Nets know nothing about, because the Brooklyn Nets traded their picks to other teams to try to get superstars, which is the thing that y'all been doing since back in the day. Y'all traded y'all picks and y'all wanted to get free agents. Y'all wanted to build y'all team through the free agents by getting Kevin Durant, by getting Kyrie Irving, by later on getting James Harden, and you wind up getting swept by a team who got their players through the draft by getting Jason Tatum, by getting Jaylen Brown, by getting Robert Williams, by getting Grant Williams, by getting all these players that they got through the draft, and added a couple of pieces that they traded from other teams, and they swept y'all out the playoffs. And what happened again this year? You lost to a team that built their team through the draft by getting Joel Embiid, by getting Tyrese Maxey, by getting Paul Reed, and you wind up getting swept in back-to-back years. So next time, when you want to call out a team that built their team throughout the draft, you got to be careful what you want, partner, because anytime you want it, bro, I will cook you every time you need it, boy. Now go ahead with what you're saying, bro.
Okay, so again, I'll stay with you. Now, that being said, y'all drafted Embiid when?
2014.
2014, right? So
yeah,
that being said, y'all would have drafted.
Later.
Yeah. Now, when you think about championship windows and players, you got players like Dirk Nowitzki that stayed with Dallas for 11 years before they got a championship. You got Elijah Wan, stayed there for 8 seasons, that got a championship. Everybody don't do it like Duncan, where he got drafted 1 year, and the second year he took his team to a championship. But the first year he was there, they was like, they had a 36 game win increase. So again, Joel Embiid don't have that impact the same way these great centers did. And his window for winning with the Philadelphia 76ers is getting close, slow. I don't know where it's going to go. And I'm only mentioning it because there's a draft pick conversation, right? And Maxey is a draft pick. So biggest transactions or confidence does come from the draft pick, but the teams you mentioned, y'all second to them. Now look at Giannis and Middleton, like they draft picks, but at the same time, every ball club is not going to stay with they high draft picks for that long. I mean, since we talked about it, is the 76ers going to stay with any players they got besides Maxey or Embiid? And I'm saying the process is over with. Y'all can't have confidence in Harden if trust me, we know. The Brooklyn Nets know. You can't have confidence in Harden. He got to the playoffs every time in his career, and every season in his career, and he never won a championship. He wants to win now. KD wants to win now. We ain't the only ones paying with free agents coming to the team and not winning. Hence James Harden. And y'all just seen what it was. So again, as much as Ben Simmons didn't help us do shit, what Harden help y'all do? What he do for Embiid that Embiid didn't do before he got there? That's my point. You feel me? So again, y'all got draft picks and Maxey and Embiid, but nah, the way we retooled. Yeah, we gonna be a playoff team. I don't know if we're gonna be 1 through 4, but I definitely give us 4 through 8. You know, I'm gonna say we stay at 6. You know, I'm gonna say we stay at 6. And again, this ain't me even trying to cook you, because I do like the draft conversation because of the CBA and how it's going to impact the salary cap for these said organizations. So I feel like we're not going to be able to sign a whole bunch of max players, and we're going to have to build teams from the draft. And the biggest conversation is the player development, one where you have that focus on and heavy emphasis on building that talent. And if you do that, you work, in my opinion, on a skill set, and then they develop a role after you let them do what they do in a skill set. You know, everybody want to take a page from the Miami Heat culture and you know, look at Riley, and Riley got a lot to do with what's going on with Spoke. But what I realized is this: 2 things. One, after a video coordinator, the first assistant coach level, there's levels before you get to, there's levels of it being an assistant coach before you become a head coach. And the first level is the player development coach. And maybe career-wise, a lot of assistant coaches don't take that part seriously. I don't know. You know, I think but I know it's that. As far as the other ones, I'm assuming that it's offense, defense, and you know what I'm saying, whatever else, you know what I mean? But I'm saying that to say the player development coach, we got Jay Hernandez, and he worked with Jacques Vaughn in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? So we doing the right thing. We retooling. We know what it is to invest in free agents and make a mistake. We know we got to invest from the coach first, then the players. Because if you invest in the players before the coach, you see what happens. 9 times out of 10, you don't. I ain't going to say 9 times out of 10. I don't know the stat. But for the Brooklyn Nets, it didn't work. We got to focus on the coach first and then the players. You know, in some situations, like I don't know who the coach was offhand with Kenny Atkinson and I mean not Kenny Atkinson, Kenny Anderson, Drazen Petrovic, and Derek Coleman. Like offhand, I remember it like, oh, it was such a great coach. Nah, I know they was great players, and that's why they would win it. So sometimes the emphasis is on the players, and sometimes it's not. And the reason why I mentioned Kenny Anderson and Derek Coleman is because they are draft picks, you know. And Willis Reed, he was the GM at the time. You know what I'm saying? He drafted them, but those are top draft picks. The Nets didn't have high draft picks for a long time. But now I'm looking at what Miami Heat is doing, and that's not used for excuse. You look at even Jokic. Jokic ain't no high draft pick. Look at the stars of the finals, the final teams, right? They're not high draft picks. Jokic, what's his draft pick?
He was in the second round. I think 44.
44, and Jimmy Butler is what?
Jimmy was 30.
Second round. Yeah, 30 something. So it's about player development. You know, you can find talent and just even if they ready to enter the draft, they gotta be talented. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you got faith in your coach, because when y'all played us, because I'm saying this to say that when y'all played us, his strategy was to double Embiid and force everybody else to beat him, which left Maxey wide open. If you watch that game 2 again, Maxey went he scored like 35 points, and he was getting a lot of open looks from the left-hand corner side. So I'm saying all this to say that you got faith in him, because he didn't really show me much than what Steve Nash was doing in the past.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, I wasn't happy with what he did. I feel like to him it was a success, though. I feel like he looked at it like I went from assistant coach to interim coach to head coach, got the team to the playoffs with the circumstances. I did my job, but I just think that we could have went further. I think we could have played harder, as a fan, you know what I'm saying? So from my perspective, I thought we could have at least got a game. You know what I'm saying? Like we could have at
Right.
least competed. I feel like we could have, put Cam Thomas in because he scored 40 plus, and I think 43 or 46 in the last season of the game, and we play y'all in the playoffs. Play him. You know what I'm saying? Let him compete. You know what I mean? He want to do his thing. He ready for the bright lights. He's a player that's ready for the bright lights. So I thought, not playing him and putting him in the game was a mistake. He was 3 for 6 out of 11 minutes. The time that he did get on in the playoffs. So whatever. But yeah, man. Shout to Andre 76, man. He stuck around for the smoke. You know what I mean? I love to do it for pause. I love to stay longer, kick up more dust, but you know what I'm saying? I gotta play in the win. I mean, word. But yeah, man, shout out.
Yeah, that's not true. But I was gonna ask something, I just forgot. Oh yeah, y'all basketball tournament. Like when y'all doing it?
It's it's looking like late June right now. It's looking like late June. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay,
I'm gonna see for sure. But think around that neck of the woods around that time. I mean,
I bet.
were you hoop for real though?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not really good, but I can get buckets.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. It's just, I mean, we showing love again. Like I said, I'm doing this off the strength of the podcast. You know what I mean? It's Nets fans, but it ain't that where you can't be a other fan besides a Net fan, Knicks fan. That's crazy. As a matter of fact, the more fans that show that, the better it is. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Man, shout to Andre 76, shout to BG, shout to Leonardo T Sweezy. T Sweezy funny as hell, man. Leonardo was cooking you, man. Shout to you though, man. Shout to Leonardo.
shout out to the big fan.
Leonardo been repping Miami all season long. He was saying that they was gonna make the finals, man. I gotta respect.
He did. I was trolling him. I used to troll him back in your comment section, but I mean, he was pretty much telling the truth. They knew something that we didn't know, and they proved it. Swept the number 1 seed. I mean, it's a 5-game gentleman sweep, but they did their thing, and they could sweep the Celtics tonight. I mean, we don't know, but I believe they're gonna sweep them and get to the finals.
Word.
So it's a successful season, especially for an 8th seed. If they can win the championship, that's gonna be a hell of a story.
Yeah, no, I want to see it, man. And the game is on tonight, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to all the fans across the world. But the Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all know how I'm on it, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Enjoy y'all day. And, man, I thank y'all for tuning in, man. For real. Have a good day. Peace.
Big fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
BROOKLY.